Hi guys, welcome to CineCurry. Oculus is Blumhouse's latest horror flick to hit the screens and introduces the haunted mirror as the next thing to be scared of after Paranormal Activity's Toby and Insidious the Further. Karen Gillan and Brenton Thwaites play a pair of siblings who are on a quest to stop that terror. Oculus tells the story of siblings Kaylie and Tim Russell, who as adults go back to their family home to destroy the mirror that they believe destroyed their family. Older Tim initially is hesitant to go back as he spent most of his childhood in a mental hospital for being found guilty of killing their father as a child. Kaylie believes that Tim was forced to believe that it was his fault when it was actually the mirror that drove their parents to insanity and their untimely deaths. She convinces Tim to return to the scene of crime and document the effects of the mirror on the house before destroying it in order to exonerate him from the crime. Both spend the night reliving the events of their past and the lines blur between their memories and reality. The film centers around a villain that isn't necessarily a flesh and bone antagonist. It plays upon the idea that the fears characters have got amplified because of it. This essentially will make you grapple the entire movie trying to figure out if the characters are losing their mind or if the mirror is indeed claiming souls. The ensemble cast that portray the Russell unit really capture a believable sense of family. The solid relationships built with the parents as kids is present even in the older versions of Kaylie and Tim. Everything from the small tics and motivations from the past come off naturally in present-day Kaylie and Tim. So when you see older Kaylie and Tim confronting their parents, it's an authentic representation of their fears as kids. The scares come from a place of suspense. It's not a go-fest or silly jump scare-filled pictures. There are parts that are gory and parts that'll make you jump, but they come from moments that creep upon you. The horror comes from characters starting to lose it and seeing themselves doing things they wouldn't ordinarily do, like tear their fingernails off while seeing it as a band-aid or biting an apple that turns out to be a light bulb. The film plays upon not only the imagination of the characters but also the viewers. When the actors reach the craziest points, the cast does a great job of tackling the insanity. There is legitimately a 12-minute monologue in this that breaks down the past of the mirror and its victims. Usually telling the exposition doesn't work in movies, but in this it actually works. Older Kaylie treats the object as a piece from an auction, detailing to those she sets out to prove that the mirror is haunted by laying its past down with images and facts. The film has both the past and present occurring simultaneously in the house. While Kaylie and Tim return, they begin to flash back to the events on the night their family was torn apart. At points, they bump into the younger versions of themselves and even their parents. It's very cool and does play tricks on the mind of the audience, but it's also very disorienting and brain exhausting. While the film centers around the Russell family, little is really developed with Kaylie and her fiancé, who plays an integral part in the last quarter of the film. More should have been built around them or have him included a bit more in order for an attachment. Oculus plays a fun house where nothing is as it seems. It uses mind tricks to access fears the audiences may have about losing their sanity. Not only do the characters struggle to find and figure out what's really going on in the mirror or themselves, but so will anyone who sees the movie. The ending alone will leave much to talk about. This is all we have for now. Do tell us what you feel by leaving your comments below. But before you leave, don't forget to subscribe to CineCurry for all the latest short films, celebrity gossips and movie reviews.